Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when MAGA comes for you? Donald Trump, welcome back into Occupy Democrats. We have a stunning, massive breaking story because slowly I turn step by step, MAGA falls. You have got to see a key individual who has just turned on Donald Trump. I'm going to show it to you in a few moments, but let's be clear. Donald Trump basically does exactly the opposite of what he says he's going to do.
President Trump attacking Iran is the opposite of what he claimed he would do. His campaign promises were against exactly this kind of war of choice in a complex region where America doesn't have an urgent U.S. interest.
But the key in this breaking story is always pay attention to Trump's actions, not his campaign promises or statements about Iran like this.
Whatever the time is, it's okay, whatever it takes.
Because Representative Stansbury is damn right.
I just want to directly respond to what the speaker just said to the press, which is that Congress should stay out of it. My response is, Mr. Speaker, have you read the United States Constitution?
So take note right now how long he claims it'll last. This statement,
Right from the beginning, we projected 4 to 5 weeks.
and Trump's nemesis Gavin Newsom is spot on.
He had no plan, no strategy. He had no interest or desire to engage you, me, all of us in understanding the why. What's the imminent threat?
Don't. Then Trump said, far longer.
But we have capability to go far longer than that. Somebody said today, they said, oh, well,
Mark your calendar, 4 or 5 weeks.
the president wants to do it really quickly. After that, he'll get bored. I don't get bored.
Now listen to Elizabeth Warren and one of her peers about the classified briefing they just got.
Just left a classified briefing on Iran, and here's what I can say. It is so much worse than you thought. You are right to be worried. Trump administration has no plan in Iran. This illegal war is based on lies, and it was launched without any imminent threat to our nation.
Donald Trump is waging an illegal war, and he has no plan to end it. Today he said we attacked Iran because he had a feeling, but we know the truth. Trump is lying about Iran's nuclear capacity. He's lying about Iran's missile capabilities, and he's dragging the United States into another endless war in the Middle East.
And as it is at the core of this breaking story, how about we recap Mr. Nobel Peace Prize Donald Trump and the truth of his actions and the military. This.
One report noting that no president in the modern era has ordered more military strikes against as many different countries as Trump. Trump has now bombed 7 countries in over a year. Iran, Nigeria, Venezuela, of course, where, like Iran, we were a part of an effort that removed the leader, Iraq, Somalia, Syria, and Yemen. What you are looking at is unilateral, unbridled American war power under Donald Trump without the Congress.
So in this breaking story, one of Trump's key military allies, especially in the public eye, Mr. Payne, has completely flipped on this absolute BS of an Iran war. Check this breaking story out.
MAGA national security expert turns on Trump with devastating prediction, impeachable. A self-identified America First national security expert who has long supported Donald Trump now has some harsh words and a major prediction for the president's new war in Iran. CNN's Natasha Bertrand recently reported that the CIA has been working to arm Kurdish forces with the aim of fomenting a popular uprising in Iran, while noting that Iranian Kurdish opposition forces are expected to take part in a ground operation in western Iran in the coming days, and they expect U.S. and Israeli support, a senior Iranian Kurdish official told CNN. That report caught the attention of longtime Trump voter and national security analyst David Pine, who has a picture of Trump on his social media profile banner. Pine is a former U.S. Army Combat Arms and HQ staff officer with an M.A. in National Security Studies from Georgetown University. He currently serves as Deputy Director of National Operations for the EMP Task Force on National and Homeland Security, according to his bio for the National Interest. Pine said, as his hopes for a quick war have been dashed by Iran's refusal to stop fighting after the U.S. foolishly turned their supreme political and religious leader into a martyr, Trump is reportedly considering sending in U.S. special forces into Iran along with Kurdish militia forces. Trump is now planning to invade a country that is nearly 4 times larger than Iraq with twice as many people. He then made a prediction. The result will likely be a war that could last a year or more, with several thousand U.S. military servicemen coming home in body bags just in time for the November midterm elections, fueling Democrat calls for his third impeachment. Pine further said, "I'm guessing that Trump didn't fully think through the likely outcomes of his Iran forever war folly before he made the rash decision to start the biggest regional war in the Middle East in 35 years." In a separate post, he said, George W. Bush employed the U.S. military as little more than an arm of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps while he spent 8 years fighting a war to transform Iraq from a secular republic into an Iranian vassal state and Islamist republic that cost the lives of tens of thousands of U.S. lives, including war-related suicides, before concluding with, "Now, President Donald Trump is subordinating the U.S. military to Israel to further its expansionary designs against Iran rather than advance U.S. national security interests, risking the lives of millions of Americans for no good reason in the process. This is an impeachable offense."
Yes, he just used the I word, impeachable. That's correct, because it is. And you have to wonder to yourself, how many coffins are going to come home over the course of the next, let's get lucky and hope it's only 5 weeks. Yeah, we'd love it if it is 5 weeks, but maybe just call it 5 months. What's going to happen to all those GOP congressmen, senators, and House reps when their constituents start burying their sons and daughters because this completely illegitimate BS war isn't ending? Remains to be seen, but mark my words, highly probable. You guys like and share the video and stay frosty.